Hey everyone, what is going on? Welcome back to another video. I appreciate you guys clicking on this one here. And I appreciate you guys supporting the channel with liking and subscribing. It means a ton to me as I'm trying to grow the channel here. I'm an old school YouTuber and I had a channel probably about 10 years ago, 8 to 10 years ago, right around there. And unfortunately the channel had some issues with like copyright strikes and that type of stuff there. And it was just a tough time all around. So I'm restarting a channel here, so I appreciate everyone following along for the journey as I try to rebuild a channel here on YouTube. My name is Josh and I am the Daily Explorer. And in today's video, we're going to be scootering across Akron from the West Akron area all the way over to the Wallhaven area. And then past that, we're going to be going into the Fair Lawn area as well. So, we're going to probably see a bunch of stuff along the way. I'm going to try to make it as informational as I can and as entertaining as I can, of course. So if you guys can hit that like button and subscribe, it means a ton to me, as I already said. Okay, some of these sidewalks are just totally toast over here in the Akron area. Let me jump across the street here so we can make this turn. We're going left up here at Morse Street. So we'll go left right here onto Morse Street. You should be able to turn right here real quick. Bam. We can zoom it on through here. It's a windy day today, but at least it's not raining and at least it's not snowing, so that makes a big difference. Whew. People are floating. It's almost like it's a Friday. I can smell their engine burning, man. I can smell like the burning coming off of that vehicle that just flew past, going like probably 60 miles an hour. As is Akron, so I always have to keep alert and keep checking around me and that type of stuff. Try to stay on the legal side of the road as well, the best I can. Yeah, I hope you guys are having a good day today. It's heading into morning now for me. So I'm going to go to work right now and do some work stuff. I own a couple businesses. In the area. And I have vehicles to travel, but I do like to adventure, so this is kind of my favorite kind of thing to do usually. So. Going 22 miles per hour on the Segway. 22 mile per hour on the Segway. Moving at a pretty good clip there going downhill. This thing is always a ton of fun to ride. Eventually I'm going to get a better scooter as far as like faster and more longer range. And we're going to do a lot more things with electric scooters and that type of stuff going forward in the future, friends. Super bumpy through here. I'm going to try to hit as little bumps as possible. Whew. Tons of fun. It's fun when you're moving, but it's not as fun when you crash. That is definitely not as fun. For sure. Jump up here on the sidewalk real quick. So I don't have to worry about oncoming traffic at all. Bam! I love running over the sticks in the wintertime and the fall. They just can't be too big or else they'll really mess me up. Take a nosedive straight into the ground. I have to watch some of these sidewalks as well. Some of the sidewalks in Akron aren't as great. Here's a good example where there's just no sidewalk at all. It's just the sidewalk is just gone. So we're just gonna go off-road here for a second. stop and get off the scooter. So that way I don't have to worry about that. All right. If you guys have watched my previous videos, I've told you guys, but if not, I'm currently on a Segway. I believe it's the Max G30 model. Totally love it. Definitely love it, but I cannot wait to get a nice upgrade. Something that goes maybe a little faster, and of course longer range would be fantastic as well. I've gotten up to like maybe 16, 18 miles or so of range right in that area there with this particular model of Segway electric scooter. And usually the top speed is 18 miles per hour, of course, unless you're going like downhill, that type of thing. Then it kind of changes. You can go a little faster. I think the fastest I've got this thing to go downhill past its maximum speed, I think I hit like 23, 24, right in that range there. Okay, coming on up to a red light here. Let's go over here, hit the sidewalk, so that way we can just push on through that red light as carefully as we can. We don't want to mess around with going too fast on these sidewalks. Some of them aren't as bad, but, and up here they've actually installed new sidewalks. I'm gonna jump back in the road right here. Let me double check. Make sure we're looking okay. We are looking A-okay. The good thing about Akron is they have a nice bike lane usually, but don't rely on it, friends. Don't rely on it. If you're ever in Akron, do not rely on that for sure. You know, legally, are you supposed to be there? Yes, but people do not care. There's still so many people who do not know the laws itself regarding bicycles and cars and those lanes and that type of stuff. So definitely want to be extremely careful. And make this a nice chill ride through the city. Watch some big potholes if we can, without getting struck by lightning, aka a car. Lightning and the thunder from all the way down under, my friends. Okay, we're coming up here. We're almost like halfway to our destination. It really doesn't take that long on scooter. I think the trip itself is right around 8 miles. 8 to 9 miles total from my previous location to like my work location. Okay. They've got so much salt down on these streets, it's amazing. I'm not sure where you guys are from, but here in Ohio, where I'm at, they put so much salt down, it just destroys these vehicles and destroys everything around the environment. It's pretty incredible. You know, a lot of mechanics and a lot of folks call it the Rust Belt for a reason. Vehicles take a big punch to underneath. It just destroys it completely. The rust, there's holes, and next thing you know, things are rusting out and getting destroyed. I recently purchased a vehicle from Arizona, and that vehicle itself is fantastic. There's virtually no rust underneath, almost at all. I mean, it's quite incredible. And the vehicle itself is 23 years old, I believe. It's 2003. So yeah, 23 years old. And my other vehicle, one of the other vehicles I have is let me see here, 2010, yeah, 16 years old. And that one there is fairly rusted. But that one spent its entire life in the Ohio, Pennsylvania area, where they just throw a bunch of salt on the roads to fix the issue for snow, you know, and ice. There's a lot of different methods to do it, you know, to combat ice, but I guess what can you do? It's the nature of the game, you know. There's only so much that can be done. All right, let's zoom on through here. Zoom on through here. All right. Okay. Definitely weird people outside right now. Definitely some weird people. It's Akron. This area is known for a bunch of characters. It's Characterville, essentially. Look behind me. Make sure there's nothing behind me there. A little bit of ice in the road, a little bit of ice. Definitely want to avoid that. Okay, if you guys are enjoying the ride, I'd appreciate it if you guys could hit that like and subscribe. If you guys haven't already subscribed, it means the world to me. It really does, as I help build this new channel here. We're getting a few views on the videos, which is really good. I love to see the uptick of views and likes and subscribers. That really, like I said, it means the world to me. Helps me improve and keeps the drive going. All right, we're gonna run right through here. Run right through there. It'll be A-okay though. Because there was no cars, my friends. There was no cars. So we don't have to worry about that. I definitely wish they made the Segway board that I put my foot on. Definitely wish they made that a little bit bigger because, my gosh, putting both of my feet up here, especially with my boots on, my feet barely fit on the board itself. And it's super sketchy when the board becomes really slick with like ice and snow, and I hit a huge pothole or something like that. It just causes me to kind of almost slide off the board, so super sketchy. But I guess it's the name of the game when you have the scooter. Eventually we might even upgrade and start using a like an e-bike, that type of thing there. I definitely love electric transportation. Mainly it's just about getting out there and adventuring, honestly, but I've taken a fond passion to electric vehicles in general. Some electric cars I really don't care for. The technology itself is definitely pretty cool. But some electric vehicles are made just very poorly, or not really meant to last, it would seem, I guess. Some are kind of just a bad idea. I guess electric vehicles in general are probably a good idea, but everybody's got their own opinion on that. Okay, pop back out here in the street. We're definitely moving at a nice pace here. Solid 18 miles per hour the whole way pretty much, so for the most part, unless we get on the sidewalks, then it gets a little sketchy at 18, but some sidewalks I feel okay and confident, especially ones that I've ridden before on. I may feel okay and confident in going 18 miles per hour, but man, especially when it's dark outside and if you're going 18, if you hit something you're not supposed to, or a little hole or anything like that. I suppose if it was like a scenario to where you're comfortable and you're familiar with this sidewalk, anything can happen. The sidewalk can be damaged anytime, or there could be something like laying in the sidewalk's path. So I would try to rely on good lights the best we can when we're out here scooting around. We're coming up to an Akron fire station here. It's the, if I'm not mistaken, the newest fire station that they put in, fire station number 12. It's a nice fire station. I'll have to feature it here in a future video, so I can show you guys what that looks like. Okay, friends. Bam. We're gone. Moving and grooving. I'll try to maybe put some, if I can, or if I feel like the video would benefit from it, I'll try to put some like light music over this. Kind of just hanging out in the background, just some kind of cool music. But if I do put some music in the video, let me know if you guys like it. Since this is more of kind of like a faster video to show you guys one of my transit routes that I go, and also to give you guys some cool stuff to check out here in the Akron area. There's a lot of people that aren't familiar with this area who have never been to this area. So I love viewing YouTube videos of other areas and other towns and stuff like that. I find myself just stuck on that stuff on YouTube all the time. I love seeing that stuff. Of course, I wish I was there a little bit more, but you know, hey, that's okay. Seeing is better than not seeing at all. So even if it's from afar, I suppose. We almost have the road to ourselves. There's really a lot of traffic on the other side, it seems like, or at least a fair amount of traffic on the other side, but there's not a whole lot going on this side, which is good. Jump over these tracks. Woo! Might have to do some jumping back and forth here in a second. As you got a few cars coming up on behind me. I got one in front of me on the left-hand side coming up. So got another person on a bike on the other side over there. Double check behind me. It looks like we've got somebody on the left-hand side coming up on a vehicle. So they worked out, thankfully. You never really know with cars, so I gotta keep an eye on them. Gotta watch them. Watch them like a hawk. All right, so I don't get surprised. I'm gonna jump around to the other side of the street over here. So that way I can tell a little bit better if cars are coming up behind me or in front of me. And I can kind of gauge what's going on behind me as well. It really is pretty open behind me currently. Wish I could show you guys the view behind me. I think I may see one car coming up. Yeah, I see one car coming up, but they're a little ways away. I'm gonna have to jump over. Okay, that's pretty much where we'll end it for now. This is pretty much almost the entire journey here. There's only a small little portion up above, like 3/4 of a mile in front of me. But that's definitely where we'll end the video for now. If you guys can, definitely, like I said, like the video, subscribe. I'm gonna try to make as many videos as I can. I've got some abandoned places coming up, so stay tuned for that. My name is Josh, and I'm the Daily Explorer, and I'm out.